I, F32, got wasted. My boyfriend, M34, is disappointed and disgusted with me. How can I solve this? It has been a crazy week for me. The whole month was stressful at work. This month end, I went to a party to celebrate a former co-worker's last day in our last job together. I was confident to keep taking shots as I had a full dinner prior and I was thinking they are already tipsy while I'm still sober. And then it hit me. I was blacked out. All I remember is that I was vomiting in the car. My face held to the window to keep my vomit out. My boyfriend was working at home for his night shift. Got me out of my friend's car but was shocked I can't walk, can't even sit on the chair. I was still vomiting and he was so stressed to leave me on our bed as I might choke with my vomit. It was the drunkest I have been. I am ashamed. I know it's a mistake. I can't live without him and right now it's been 2 days of no talking. He looks at me angry. I know it's all on me. How can I get us over this? Reading this in your comments. You, and him, probably, have an alcohol problem. Drinking enough to vomit several times a month is not normal nor healthy. You went out and pounded shots, and then blacked out, during which time you vomited everywhere, and disturbed your boyfriend's workday to make sure you didn't choke. What did you think was going to happen when you had that much to drink? Yes, he's angry. And he's probably questioning if he wants that to be his life. You need to see a doctor so you can start treating your alcoholism and whatever it is you're drinking to run away from. Have you considered that you said something hurtful, inappropriate in your drunken stupor and don't remember? Check out, see if anything resonates. I lost the love of my life over drinking. It came as a total surprise, shock to me and all I could think was, why didn't he try to make it work? I would have gone to rehab, I would have done anything. Please consider these options before he makes the decision for you. He probably got the ick that a 30-something would get wasted like this. So would I. The only thing you can do is give him a sincere apology and be accountable, and give him time and space to see if he accepts your apology. My boyfriend, 27M, is now frightened of me, 26F. I met my boyfriend on Bumble nearly a year ago. We began talking as friends for a few months until we bumped into each other during a night out. Since we started a romantic relationship. I appreciate all things horror and have a very broad taste in music, baby music nerd here. He learned all of this about me during our months-long stint as friends. After watching Sleepaway Camp last night, he started to spiral. The ending scene really bothered him and he seemed to actually be terrified, crying and asking me to close my closet doors. He then told me that he was afraid of me, of the music I listen to, the movies I love, and even the pole dance routine I've been crafting in recent months. The idea for this pole routine is a female spider who has received her bridal veil and is now on her way to eat the male mate. In it, I remove a veil from my face and body and dance my heart out. He told me that much like my dance routine, my movie interests always feature a woman who is monstrous or evil. In some ways I could see his point, but I also enjoy other movies outside of horror and not all the horror movies I watch include female antagonists. He also brought up how my jokes that, I hate all men, has something to do with it too. And I can see his point here, but when making such remarks I refer to unsafe men. The guys who make it impossible to walk home alone safe at night. I do feel some shame and responsibility for this, but I'm not sure how to move forward. Added note. He also has a friend who he talks to very regularly about Catholicism. I could be wrong, but the closer he gets to this friend who is a part of the church, the more distant and judgmental he becomes of me. He's even thinking of converting. I'm still unsure of how to feel about all of this. Has anyone been in a similar situation? And is there any hope here truly? What? He knew what you were into when he first met you and suddenly it's too weird and scary for him. There's two solutions which I'm sure you already know. Either you dim yourself, pretend to stop liking what you like and stop yourself from making certain jokes around him, or you move on and find a man who is not going to be scared of you simply because of some of your eccentric likes, hobbies. Whatever you choose to do, be warned. This sounds like the beginning of a very controlling end. This dude is a child. Move on. Girl, lol. I don't even know how to unpack all that. But the poor chap was crying. My days. Okay, so he knew what you liked and he still gave it a go, but obviously he can't handle your being you. Move on. No one should ick your yum. Dump and move on. He will make your life miserable for as long as you allow and squash your creativity out as much as possible. Sorry, I just don't buy it. It's a weird manipulation game he's playing. Tell him you're so sorry he's scared. It means you two are just not compatible, so you need to break up with him. I'm guessing you'll see another side of him then. Dump him. Move on. Think about all the fantastical beliefs Catholics hold. They believe real evil exists and possesses people who make themselves open to it. I don't think there's a way to be your authentic self and for him to actually be comfortable with that, unfortunately. Especially with how the religion deeply ties the concept of womanhood and female sexuality to sin. You can find a partner who appreciates your awesome taste in music and movies and will understand and respect you in a way this man doesn't. My husband 36M has excluded my child 15M from a Mother's Day gift. I am 37FM has been married to my husband 36M for 3 years now. We have been together for 10 years with a 1-year split right before we married. We have 2 children together and each have 1 before marriage. My husband bought his mom a Mother's Day gift that displayed the names of her children and grown. My son's name is not on there. I know I am in my feelings because of that, but I think I am more upset because he hid it from me. He gave it to her, and if I would not have found it prior to, I would not have been the wiser to know. I did ask why he wasn't included and was told he doesn't know how she would feel. To me that is bogus because he is a kid. I am in limbo. I feel like it's marriage or my child. Where do you go from here? Also for context, I bought my mom the same gift 2 years back and included his son's name. And when he gets me Mother's Day gifts, all the kids' names are included. Does your son consider her grandma? This would make me wonder what would happen to my child if something happened to me. Why would you pick someone who doesn't give a crap about your child? If that's not her grandchild, is he not your husband thinking face? Now, you know what your husband thinks of your son. I wouldn't accept my child being treated differently. My stepdad's family has always treated my older brother and I differently. Not only is it immature, but it hurts a lot. Your son is going to see that. What is the issue though, if your husband treats your kid like his own? You mentioned in your comments that your son doesn't have much of a relationship with your mother-in-law and doesn't interact with her face-to-face ever. If he doesn't consider her grandma, why does he need to be included in the card for Mill? It was a gift for mother-in-law on Mother's Day, so the gift is about her. I think the relationship between the son and the mother-in-law needs to be explained. If the mother-in-law doesn't consider Op's son her grandchild, then no harm no foul. If her husband treats her son well, then why worry about a gift to his mother? Husband, 28M, wants me, 28F, to go to a party his ex he cheated on me with will be at. Husband, 28M, had an emotional affair on me, 28F, with an ex 2 years ago. This wasn't the first time. At the point I'm disconnected emotionally and am saving and establishing myself financially before I leave him. He was invited to a graduation party for a friend who graduated with PhD. He wants me to come with him. His ex is going to be there as she is friends with the graduate. He has tried to triangulate me with their relationship in the past and it fails because I clock it and don't acknowledge it. However, I'm looking for advice on how to handle the situation. I'm considering going and looking gorgeous. She's not very attractive, or tell him to just go and go have some fun by myself. Since you're leaving him anyway, why put yourself in that situation? Or look hot and flirt with all his friends? Why would you even go if you are actually emotionally disconnected? Why would you even care if you are emotionally disconnected? My point is you are clearly not. For yourself, just break up with him now. He cheated 2 years ago? How much longer do you have to stay? If you are planning on leaving, you need to disconnect from him by living your own life. Make plans with the girls. Get dressed up and go out. If you will be wondering if he's cheating again, you will want to go. Just dress up, but not too much, so you don't look like you are trying. Do a Princess Diana after her divorce from Charles. Have fun. Girl, get yourself a new dress, heels, and have your hair done and go to the party. Assert your dominance over the other woman and just have fun meeting people and flirting. Start making your hubby realize everything he's about to lose. What does it mean to triangulate you with their relationship?